If you're thinking about buying a franchise and you're a little scared, you should be. With so much information out there, it's hard to know who to trust when you're deciding what to do with your life savings. Sales pitches sound confident, success stories are everywhere, and everyone seems to promise that their system is the safe choice. But franchising isn't about promises. It's about contracts, disclosures, and long term obligations most people don't fully understand until it's too late. That's why I created Franchise Reality Check to give you a smarter way to evaluate franchises before emotion and pressure take over. Not with hype, not with fear, but with clear, practical insight so you can make a decision you actually feel confident standing behind. Hi, I'm Genevieve McDaniel, and I'm the founder of Franchise Reality Check. After spending almost 2 decades as a franchisee in both successful and challenging systems, I've seen firsthand how different the reality of franchising can be from the sales pitch. Over the years, I've spoken with hundreds of franchise owners who went in hopeful and came out wishing they had known more before signing. Their stories, along with my own experience, showed me that too many people are making life-changing business decisions without the full picture. What stood out to me most wasn't just that people struggled, it was why they struggled. Again and again, I saw the same pattern. Important information buried in legal documents, key risks glossed over in conversations, and buyers encouraged to move quickly instead of think critically. I realized there needed to be a space that focused on education, not persuasion. A place where prospective franchisees could finally slow down and understand what they were really stepping into. Today, through Franchise Reality Check, my mission is simple: help people make informed decisions before they commit their time, money, and future to a franchise system. I don't tell anyone what to buy, I help them understand what they're buying. Because when expectations meet reality before the contract is signed, entrepreneurs are far more likely to build something they can actually stand behind. Franchise Reality Check exists to give prospective franchisees the information they need before they sign a contract that can shape the next decade of their lives. We break down franchise disclosures, agreements, and sales claims so people can make decisions based on facts, not pressure. The mission is simple: replace sales pitches with clarity. For almost 2 decades, I've lived inside the franchise world, not just from the outside looking in, but as someone who has built, struggled, learned, and adapted inside multiple systems. I've seen what works, what fails, and what no one talks about when deals are being sold. And along the way, I have spoken with hundreds of franchisees who all said some version of the same thing. I wish I had understood this before I signed. The biggest issue in franchising isn't a lack of information, it's a lack of clarity. Buyers are handed hundreds of pages of legal and financial documents, but very little guidance on how to actually read them or what really matters. Instead of education, they get encouragement to move fast. Instead of transparency, they get reassurance. That's where too many people make the most expensive mistake of their lives. Franchise Reality Check exists to change that experience. We take complex disclosures, agreements, and sales claims and translate them into clear, practical insight you can actually use. No pressure, no commissions, no hidden agendas. Just a smarter way to understand what you're buying before you commit your time, money, and future to a system. I don't tell people what franchise to buy, and I never will. My role isn't to sell you a dream. My role is to help you understand the risks, the realities, and the responsibilities that come with franchising so you can decide for yourself with confidence. Because informed decisions don't just protect your investment, they protect your freedom. If you're exploring franchising, already in a system, or simply trying to make sense of what you've been told, you're in the right place. Franchise Reality Check is here to help you slow down, ask better questions, and make choices based on facts instead of fear or pressure. This is your future we're talking about. You deserve more than a sales pitch. You deserve a smarter way to evaluate franchises. To get more content like this, make sure to hit that like, follow, or subscribe button.